Due to the nature of this program, listener aggression is advised.
This is Chris Broderick with the Fever 333.
Pusillus Maximus from Guard.
This is Eric from Necrogoblicon.
Hey, this is Jamie from Bullet My Valentine.
Hey, you got Dimebags Hack.
I do a million interviews, and you guys know how to have fun.
What's up? This is Sam Rivers.
And this is Damon from Sleep Killers.
What's up, guys? It's Dorothy.
Hi, I'm Todd.
And I'm Frank.
From Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators.
This is Stephen Brewer from Westfield Massacre.
This is Joe from Dead.
This is Tommy Vex from The Bad Wolves.
This is Ivan from Disconnected. And right now, you're listening to Honest.
Hey, this is Tim from Dropkick Murphys. You're listening to Honest Brutality.
This is Evil from Honest Brutality right here at Aftershock 2019, day one. Tim from the Dropkick Murphys is hanging out with me, and we're going to talk about nonsense.
Nonsense.
Because you're probably tired of answering the same questions.
Yeah, the same questions get tiring, sure.
Right? I mean, so what's the most common question you hear?
The most common question I hear is probably, I don't know, there's a lot of just sort of miscellaneous, so what's it like on the road? And what can people expect from a Dropkick Murphys show? Things like that.
What go to a show and you find out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I just got to do an interview where I got to talk about guitars. Nobody ever asks me about gear. I don't know why.
Oh, you want to talk about gear?
I'll talk about whatever. Talk about whatever. But I mean, if you want to get the basics out of the way, the Dropkick Murphys, we put on a hell of a show, and we're touring always and forever.
You guys are. You're busy.
Yes.
We'll get back to gear.
Okay.
Before we started this interview, you were talking about mistaken identities.
Yes.
You are often mistaken.
I am often mistaken for apparently a famous football player named Aaron Rodgers. People don't seem to... Sober people don't think I'm Aaron Rodgers. The drunk guys 100% are convinced.
So I'm going to be honest. I'm not a football guy.
Me neither.
But I'm going to look him up just to see. Because
we can look him up right now.
You want to do it? Let's do it. Let's do it together. Okay.
So the last time it happened, right before we left for tour, I went to go see Billy Joel at Fenway Park.
Uh-huh.
And I'm in line to get a soda. And this guy keeps going, pardon me, turning my back. This guy keeps going like this.
So he's looking back at you.
So I'm thinking, Dropkick Murphys fan. Naturally. Who's not, right?
Right. No, I agree. Yeah.
So I'm standing there, and the guy turns to me, and he goes, shouldn't you be getting ready to face the Vikings tomorrow?
You do a great drunk,
said,
by the way.
Excuse me? And he goes, aren't you Aaron Rodgers? And I said, no, man. I'm sorry, I'm not. And then he said, did anybody ever tell you look just like him? And I said, every day. Let's see here. Aaron Rodgers.
Let's do this.
I mean, I can see it, sure.
All right, click images. There you go.
We're at a festival, so
the internet, it doesn't work. Yeah, it's okay. We'll eat up our 10 minutes doing this.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's a wonderful quarterback. All right.
I wouldn't know the difference. You're supposed to look like that guy?
I'm supposed to look like this guy.
Okay, it's the smile.
It doesn't matter. Here's what it is. It's the jawline and the beard and I mean whatever.
Smile for me.
I don't mean to say that it bums me out that Aaron Rodgers that I get confused for Aaron Rodgers. He's a perfectly fine looking guy.
You know what's unfortunate though?
What?
Is you should have that Aaron Rodgers money.
I could do a lot of good for myself with that Aaron Rodgers money.
I would agree. I mean, at least you get recognized where you go.
Yeah. Oh, and then the other big time was I was begrudgingly at an Eminem show with
thought you were Eminem?
With my girlfriend. No. And a wasted guy came up with his phone already out in video mode and was like, Aaron Rodgers, Packers, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe the Murphys should be their coming out song. Like,
maybe.
Like one of their songs should be...
I'm not a big football person. However, I did grow up in a diehard Notre Dame family, so I do watch Notre Dame football every Saturday, and they use both The Boys Are Back and Shipping Up to Boston during their games.
which is perfect, right?
Yeah. And but I tell you, sitting there with my dad watching a Notre Dame game and having our song come on the television is pretty damn cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So what would you say? I mean, you guys are synonymous with, I don't know, with like a couple of things like partying.
Sure.
And fighting.
Yeah, sure. That
well, it's
sometimes.
true.
Yeah.
So what would you say your number one party song is?
Our number one party song. You know, a lot of people seem to enjoy the song Going Out in Style for that sort of thing. And also, we haven't played it in a while, but we do have a song called Kiss Me, I'm Shit-Faced. People seem to enjoy tipping one back to that as well.
That one right there actually goes out to my co-host, Big Sloppy, because that's why he has that nickname.
All right.
Okay, number one fighting song.
Number one fighting song. I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm trying to think of which songs. The only time I see fighting and Dropkick Murphys happening at the same time is when we're playing and a fight happens in the crowd.
Which you usually stop that shit.
We do.
I know.
And it doesn't happen at the same song every night because it doesn't seem to be lyrically generated. It seems to be personal problems that people have between themselves.
It's not synonymous with the music.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any Dropkick song to fight to.
Okay.
Only to party and have fun to.
There you go. And we have it on record. Perfect. We'll get that out there.
No fighting, people. Chill out.
So I was talking to some people earlier today. I told them that I was going to be talking to you.
Okay.
And I'll do this because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And I'll ask people, if you were to talk to anybody from the Dropkick Murphys, what's the one question you would ask them? And the question today was, are you happy?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thanks, I guess. How are you?
I'll put that out there.
No, yeah. I mean, I get to do what I've always loved. The only thing that I've ever been good at in life was playing music. And of course, there's a very long period of your life when you're younger where school's the most important thing and your life sort of revolves around that. That is not my ideal situation. For whatever reason, I just couldn't wrap my head around the school thing. But music seemed to come easily to me, so I did it a lot. And I get to do it for a living now, and I consider myself to be one of the luckiest people in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have to agree. That's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
I played music for 20 plus years and, now I do this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
which is great,
but just to get to do something that you enjoy doing anyways is, you couldn't ask for much more than that. So.
Okay. Well, real quick before we wrap it up, you wanted to talk about gear. Tell us about your gear.
No specific gear question?
Yeah, I mean,
Tell us about your gear.
What is your favorite guitar that you have in your stable? You have a lot, right?
I have a decent amount. I'm actually a drummer is my main thing. So I consider, I've been playing guitar long enough now that I guess I could say that I'm a guitar player as well. But my favorite guitar that I own is a 1968 Gibson ES345 that I kick the shit out of every night. And the thing just continues to keep on ticking. And people would tell me, you're crazy for beating the shit out of a vintage guitar like that every night. But what the hell am I going to do? Put the thing under my bed?
Right. No. Have fun
Play
with it,
on my couch? No. It sounds great. The thing will hold up to anything. So that's my number one is my baby. And I've actually lost it before.
Oh, no. How'd you lose it?
Well, I didn't personally lose it. It was lost in shipping for 2 weeks.
UPS?
I don't know.
That's good. We'll call them out. It's okay.
It wasn't UPS. It was like a freighting thing. We were coming home from Europe or something. I get a call, and our guy says, so everything made it back except for one thing.
Okay.
And I was like, what's that one thing? And he was like, your guitar. And this is a very important instrument to me.
Right.
So for 2 weeks, it was just gone. And then we got a call. It showed up at a warehouse in New Jersey, mistakenly. And they were nice enough to send it back to us, and so I got it back.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it was meant to be. I want to thank you,
of course,
personally, for taking the time to sit and talk with us today. It means a lot to us.
Thank you.
Do you have anything you want to add that I may have forgotten to ask you or that anybody didn't ask you today?
Well, this is just the beginning, but yeah, we are actually we're getting home from this trip, and then we are going into our little hole, and we are going to start writing a new record.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yep.
So what does that look like? Have you already got songs lined up?
We have a few songs, yep, and then we'll bang out a lot more over the next couple months, and we'll get something out in 2020 next year.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
Is it going to be any different?
Yeah, we try to have it be a little bit different every time, and the last record I think was a big step forward for us, and so we're just going to continue on that path.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
This is Evil from Honest Brutality signing off.